very much, Madam Moderator. I believe this is a good time to discuss the INFF because we are in a time when we are facing a very sharp decline in the development financing that is coupled with COVID disruptions in international trade as for us and Lesotho we are promoting export-led growth, making the size of our economy and the size of the population that we have. So the integrated national financing framework we don't view it just as an alternative, but as a vital tool for aligning our national priorities with the sustainable financing strategies. As we have already indicated, our national strategic development plan is centered around driving private sector-led economic growth and job creation. And at the heart of this approach is our commitment to creating an enabling policy environment, strengthening the public financial management systems, and fostering platforms for dialogue and evidence-based policy making that actually encourage collaboration between the public and the private sector. I must mention that even recently we have signed public-private dialogue memorandum of understanding between the government and the representation of the private sector, and we have held a number of such dialogues in order to ensure that collaboration is strengthened. Our INFF is focusing on consolidation of the gains that we made and making sure that we have a more transparent and equitable financing ecosystem. And it encompasses three main key actions. That is one, implementing a gender-specific financing framework that safeguards fiscal sustainability and stimulates partnerships. And the second action that is prioritized is enhancing the transparency and efficiency of public investment programs by strengthening the public sector capacity. And the third one is establishment of a policy framework that promotes dialogue and shared values across government, civil society, the parliament, and the private sector, so that the future investments can be more aligned and make more impact. Our INFF process at the moment is on the integrated national financing strategy is at a final stage of preparation. We are already finalizing the strategy and we plan to launch that strategy before the end of the year. But there are other several complementary initiatives that are underway, such as the rollout of the SDG investor map and the implementation of the SDG taxation framework that is under the Task Force SDGs initiative. And also within that, we are receiving a collaboration from the European Union and the UNDP to support our aid coordination efforts for strengthening alignment and effectiveness in the that we have in our ODA. I think also I should indicate that the development of this strategy has been very widely consulted with the involvement of the private sector, the civil society, academia, and many government ministries. Like now, as I'm presenting, but this part of the INFF program, but it is led by the Ministry of Finance. So these discussions that we have together have been very good in identifying policy options and institutional champions, so that this work that is not centered in one institution, as we are driving private sector-led growth. I think, in short, our INFF strategy prioritizes the gender responsive inclusive budgeting and gender-sensitive tax policies. We have already started on undertaking gender audits of our budgets in the hierarchical ministries. So it was now we use the experience that has been learned from there to integrate into the strategy. I think this has offered us an opportunity to align our policies, institutions, and financing with our national priorities, while at the same time we are ensuring that no one is left behind. And also to navigate our cost constraints, strengthen our domestic mobilization, and also explore innovative partnerships. And as I conclude, I just want to indicate that this journey is still in progress, as the launch of the INFF is only a means to an end. It's not like we are done, just giving us a framework to work around. And we welcome any available technical and financial resources support for effective operationalization of this strategy, including the much needed support to allow opportunities of access to finance for the MSMEs